15, so we are going to be adding the next 4 days of our calendar grid. So we are going to be adding April 25th. Oh, I'm sorry. No, we're on April 22nd, 23rd, and 24th. So actually, the next time we will be adding the 25th, 26th, 27th, 28th. Okay, so take a look at the next 3 days. So this time we have a set, not a whole. Remember, a set is when you have different objects that are not, they're just like different objects that make up a group, okay? Versus one whole thing divided into groups, like the garden beds. Okay, so let me get our grid. So we are on the 22nd, which was last Wednesday. So let me draw a line across. So April 22nd, we have a set. And we have 3 parts here because we have 3 apples. So there are 3 apples. Or we have 3/3 or 1 whole are apples, okay? So when it's the same number on top, like 3/3, if you can see that fraction, that means that it's another way to write 1 whole, okay? Now the 22nd, let me draw my line. The 23rd, April 23rd, was a set. We still have sets. But this time we have, I'm sorry, let me go back and write 3 apples up here because we're going to write how many we had of each. So we have, this time we have 2 apples and 1 raspberry. Okay, so now if we're looking at our observations, and remember we are working on fractions, so 2/3 are apples, 1/3 is a raspberry. Okay, so there's our fraction. Oopsie, sorry. 2/3 are apples, 1/3 is a raspberry. Okay. Because we have 2 out of 3 total parts that are apples and 1 out of 3 total parts is a raspberry, would be 2/3 or 1/3. Okay. Now let's take a look at our last card for this set. So it is the 24th. It's a set. And this time we have 1 apple and 2 raspberries. And then our fraction is, this time it switches to 1/3 is an apple. And then 2 out of 3, we have 2 out of 3 total parts, which is 2/3, are raspberries. Remember, you change that Y to IES for plural. So, now, take a look at our sets. By now, I hope you're getting more familiar with our fractions, okay? Which will help us, this is definitely helping us apply our knowledge of shapes into fractions. And it's just using the different shapes, as in the garden beds, to take one shape and make multiple parts of that one shape. Like right here, we have one shape but 3 total parts, or one shape and 2 total parts. But then the sets of fruit definitely help us see those fractions. And you can kind of see all the sets of fruit or vegetables that we've been looking at this month. Okay, my friends, so next time we will be looking at garden beds, okay?